Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies. Check weapons and gear. We're holding for deployment. Enemy dropping into the AO. Prep time's over. Now you deploy to the war zone. Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies. Alright, soldier. Mark a drop point for your squad and go get after it. Gas is closing on your position. Suggest you hightail it out of there. Hunt down the enemy.
Could be a good
you
clip.
gonna add me to the puzzle or what?
To the what?
To the puzzle.
What's the buzzer?
The puzzle.
Puzzle. What's the puzzle?
I'm a big dog to the puzzle to me and Lena.
Oh. I don't know, man.
Oh, yeah.
We never seen your work.
Ew,
oh,
man.
my God, bro. You gotta stop putting your dick on me. What the? He's like,
Yo, son literally said, hey, yo, you gotta stop putting this on me. Yo, you can't make this up, gang. You cannot make this up. Look at his face. He's so amused by the meat on his knee. Like, bruh. And then, homie, you're a habitual line stepper. You're a habitual violator, gang. You keep, first off, the conversation is too close for comfort as it is. You all in bruh skin talking to him. Right? Then you keep pressing up on him. I don't know. Both y'all niggas out of pocket, but I don't know who's more out of pocket. Straight up. Whose man is this? He said he came with Racker and Herner.
it's like pushing it into my knee.
Oh my God, bro.
I ain't never been harassed like
Yeah,
that.
that's how it goes.
Look,
Can you take my
They said he's from Compton.
Oh, they told you.
They're hating.
No, I'm from Compton.
But they, okay. Yeah.
I'm West Side Park.
You ever heard of Comptown?
Comptown is
It's
from
a
where
different spot, yeah.
Wack was from. Wack is my manager.
Wax from Comptown?
Wack is my manager.
Okay. I thought he was from.
whoop. There it is.
Get your squad squad to the safe zone.
So with
No
you,
one
Rack,
kind.
and these freaky ass frogs. Rack, do you approve of your man's putting his meat on your boss? I want to know that. How does Rack feel about that? Did Rack tell you to come put your meat on Adam because he knew Adam would be amused, tickled, intrigued? I got questions. And who made that shirt you have it on? I just got questions. Homie come up here full-fledged off a Rhino gang, trying to get an audition. Like, come on, homie.
McCoyma.
No, he's from really Compton, Peru. Fruitown, Peru, that's where we from.
Damn, I heard otherwise.
Oh, you see that?
They're saying you off a honey pack.
Homie, you see that? He probably a Jamaican. Them Jamaicans be freaky. No offense, bro. No offense. You say I got Jamaican cousins and shit. No offense, but the Jamaicans be freaky. He sound like he got an accent. Look at this right now. Look how he plot. Look at his face, gang. Oh, look at his face. Talk about you feel ass shit. Like, yo, nigga, back up before you get took off on. Straight like that, nigga. Fuck. Took your meat, nigga, and bounce. The hell going on?
Contract failed. You'll have to be fast.
I started my degree in 1986.
Supply box is located.
30 years
Move to secure.
later, decided to complete my goals. Earning my degree
Kiwi here just in the chat. Yeah, he's from Comptown. The fuck? Pack your ass up. Freaky ass frog.
No, I am. But my is just big.
They said, is this the guy who told Wiz to blow smoke into 80's mouth while he was sleeping?
No, it's not that guy.
Oh, I didn't even know someone like told him to do that.
12-inch dick. That's how you guys call me.
Dear God.
Yeah. Take my Instagram down. Right now.
What is it? Just tell the chat.
Scooter so fly.
Look how
You blow me
close
up,
he-
chat. Scooter so fly.
Look.
My dick is bigger than Adam.
Oh, look at this. What the fuck? Bro.
One supply box remaining. Move to
I'm not gonna lie to y'all, gang. I had only seen, oh my gosh, I only seen the first little bit. Yo, I'm about to run this back. Pause. I'm gonna run this back. Yo, homie is standing in between Adam's legs. They're pressing meats.
lost eyes on the objective. Contract failed.
Yo, ain't no way, champion. Ain't no way. And how did none of y'all catch this? How did none of my people catch this? Y'all be telling me to react to everything. Y'all did not catch Kiwi head pressing meats with bot team on them.
Squad mate has entered the goo.
Y'all didn't think, hey,
Deploy.
say, let you know what I mean? It's content for Nemi and nobody thought that? Or were y'all so disgusted? Because, I'm gonna run this back. Yo, look at Son. Son has determination, heat, lust, all kind of shit in his eyes, gang. Watch Jabamba.
Blow me up, chat. Scooter so fly. My dick is bigger than Adam.
Look at this, gang. Whoa. Ain't no way.
I was watching the
Ain't no way.
show.
That's how you giving it up, Kiwi? That's how you giving it up? That's how you giving it up, gang? I don't watch no jumper like that, so I don't know if anybody spoke about this. Did anybody speak about this on no jumper? Hey, Adam, what's up with you, like, touching dicks with the bumble clot? What's up with that? That's sick, homie. Y'all
Squad mate won the fight. They're redeploying now.
niggas full-fledged. Y'all niggas full-fledged boo-loving, gang. Yo, my...
That's a clip, man.
You fucking right. I know you fucking right.
For a second, I started to think, oh, is it the guy who told me to stop interviewing all those you-know-whats on the remember? Oh. It's not him, all right? For a second, I'm like, is that why he's acting so familiar? What up? I'll call you. Just DM me. Thanks.
Scooter so fly.
Scooter so fly.
12 inches to the ground.
No print.
Yo, what the fuck?
That's a Los Angeles Confidential right there. right. All right.
I wonder if Compton supports this message.
I feel like Compton gonna feel a way about that.
You ain't lying. I want to know what Compton feel about that, because that's crazy, homie. I know, like, hey, niggas be in the corner or whatever, right? For shit show. I'm sure there's, like, procedures and protocols to auditioning for adult entertainment or whatever, but my nigga, you about to walk up to this nigga and put your meat on his knee, and you keep doing it, though. Not like one time, nigga, no times. Anytime is out of pocket. But you keep pressing yourself on him. Y'all was touching meats through the pants, bruh. Oh my God. Kiwi, you just got violated and enjoyed it. And did.
But when he said, I'm from, like when Wack was like, he's from the community, I felt like Wack was saying he's from the community. Yeah, but I don't think he got that. Because he was...
Nah, homie is from the community that Wack was talking about. Because don't know regular degular nigga about to come up and be pressing meats with you, gang. He from the community for sure. Compton, who is that nigga?
Like kind of...
He's playing into it.
You think?
I think he's a stylist. He might be gay.
Yeah, I always thought every stylist was gay, but then I interviewed Chris Blake Griffith.
Oh, I think he's gay as hell.
Yeah, a lot of people think, but he got like you know got the same problem as Tony Hinchcliffe. Everybody think he's gay. You know he's not gay. Some people just got the gayest like vibe. You know? Yeah, we got a lot of people walking up in here now. I don't know who this is.
I thought Josh.
Do you still schedule employees like this or like this? Try building the work schedule with When I Work. Get it done in minutes. Share it with your team and make changes instantly. Try it free today.
Don't ask me to go on the motherfucking Discord.
Hello there, and welcome back to the Chap's Guide. My name is Ash, and I am your host on this journey through men's style, self-development, and personal grooming. Now, as you probably know, if you watch this channel, I am the sort of chap who believes that a man, any man, looks his very best when he wears a suit. Be him a large man or a small man, the suit flatters pretty much every body type. And a well-cut suit should accentuate the positives of your physique and hide the negatives. There is little which any man can wear which offers such a better silhouette to the world than a well-cut suit. And as a consequence of that, I'm constantly seeking to get the best possible. And I entered the world...
Mikey and Bossa Nova were all three of them were gay.
You just thought.
Before I didn't.
Hey, shout out the little dude right there. I think he an Edgar or something like that. He always be laughing. He love them no jumper shirts, boy. He want to let you know he part of no jumper.
I didn't know them.
It would be so like statistically unlikely for us to hire 3 gay hip hop fans. I mean, they're out there for sure. But.
Anybody coming?
Also, when you thought that about Josh had a wife and kids.
Automatic ban.
Never know.
He still has kids.
Never heard of a beard?
No, I've heard of a beard, yeah. Man. Yeah, we all know Josh ain't gay now.
I mean, anybody come up here. It could be the president come up in here.
Bro, I can't believe that guy was real. Like, yo, that was a f***ed up combination. Because I don't think he was lying when he was saying he had a 12-inch. Like, he's pushing his against.
And now we do the breakdown.
Closing in. Get to the new safe zone. New intel just in. Classified weapons will be airdropped into your AO shortly.
UAV available for task.
Of homie's meat after he leaves. Like, whoa. Kiwi Head, you on the spectrum of homosexuality. I want to let you know how they got the spectrum, like the autism spectrum. or whatever, right? You're definitely on the spectrum of homosexual, bro. No question. Your reaction was not the right reaction, bro, to him pressing. Bro, that's crazy.
My kneecap, bro. It felt like he was wearing like a pillow in his pants. Like it was. I just like thought I knew what that would feel like, and instead it just felt like he had like a monster in his. I'm still just blown away. Maybe. Yo. But what about Krishan? Is Krishan live? Nah. Does she stream on Kick? Yeah.
Probably them niggas, they'll send me that message on Twitch.
I'm starting to see the vision though of how I could get out of here pretty easy though.
Oh, yeah,
I just gotta like weasel up in that spot and then back up.
I've been trying to hack my page.
That's the gist to the clip. Again, man, I'm just like, that's a different type shit. I'm not gonna lie to nobody. Homie got up on you, nigga. Pressed the meat on you. He said you feel that? He kept pressing up on you. He got it between your legs, man.
On all these platforms,
you was meat to meat.
That's for all of y'all.
With the body fish. Like, I don't know, bro. That shit never ceased to amaze me, bro. But they, like, I don't know, man. I don't know, dude. Like, nigga out of game. But for anybody looking for any kind of marketing or promotion when it comes to this YouTube content creation, make sure y'all tap in with Drea the Virgo on Instagram. Again, that's Drea the Virgo on Instagram. Serious inquiries only. She working with a bunch of different content creators throughout all the sectors. She can help you with all the stuff. Tap in, Drea the Virgo on Instagram. Serious inquiries only. But what I like y'all to do is comment down below, man. Give me y'all honest opinion on this. I know probably a lot of y'all like, man, that shit ain't nothing. But I'm just like, bro, he always take things to a new level.
Become a member. Get there first. And first exclusive access for sure, for sure.
So I'm gonna get to this new Little Durk situation going on. Little Durk actually got some wins.
That's good to hear, bro.
Little Durk had some of the charges that they tried to, the new charges that they tried to put on him. The judge actually threw him out, and I believe this is because Little Durk has been pushing for a speedy trial. So throwing new charges 2 months before the trial is gonna start, the judge thought was a lot. So they have to separate these charges. I believe one of them was the shooting in Atlanta. Another one was the murder for hire of his of some guys who were associated with his brother's killer.
Yeah.
And so I mean, I think this helps Little Durk. There's two sides of this, right? You know, a lot of people are saying that this makes the feds look weak and that this means they don't have a strong case. And then there's the other side of it to where I think the feds just try to throw as much shit at you as they possibly can just to see what'll stick. And they're gonna work with it, whatever they can do, you know? You know, that's gonna be another interesting one, man, because, you know, as much evidence as they do have, which they do have a lot of witnesses, 9 witnesses. You know, I mean, Little Durk got the best defense money can buy. So, I mean, the feds, they gonna have to bring their A game or Durk's gonna beat this, for sure.
For sure, for sure. So, you know, this is one of the benefits of hiring a high-profile attorney. When you got a high-profile attorney, that high-profile attorney has a friend group that's also high-profile. If you think that his attorney and that judge haven't been golfing together, on a yacht together, out down there Carbone together, eating Italian food, if you think it's not outside conversations taking place, well then you're uneducated and you misled. This is why people like Drew, they have licenses to operate in all of the high-profile cities. Because oftentimes you will call an attorney that you know off the internet and they'll say, oh, well, I don't have a license to operate there because those licenses cost a lot of money. And when you look at this situation, they throw on extra charges as an intimidation factor because they know you probably paying $500,000 a month right now. We throw this on. Now we must continue, add 3 more months out for your trial date. Now you down another 1.5 million. You got 10 children, 10 children, 8 baby mamas. You know, we see India out on vacation with the kids and all the baby mamas. Who you think paying for that? They are watching this. They're seeing all of that. They don't want to see none of that going on. So getting the severance was good. Getting these extra charges thrown out is good. At the end of the day, though, you got guys who are taking plea deals, admitting what they have done. We haven't seen those deals or that paperwork. That's a concern. So in Dirk's position, these are small wins for sure. Definitely small wins for sure. And you got to also know certain prosecutors, the California state and the feds do not get along because look at Gavin Newsom. Newsom will pass bills that the feds will override. The feds have threatened to lock Newsom up for some of the things that he's done. So there's also a political aspect to this. So if you're not lined up properly politically, and then even religion can be involved, because if you got a typical white Christian judge, he might not get along, he might not agree with your Muslim ideals. But you're a Jewish lawyer, he may get along with your Muslim ideals. Then you know you starting to get some treadway when you see jurors getting switched out. You seeing prosecutors getting switched out. Once you start seeing stuff like that, now you start to have a real chance. It's your boy BigHomie.cc. Now before we dive back in, here's something you can actually do while bored. Play games and get paid for it. If you hit the link in the description or scan the QR code on the screen, you can download and sign up for free right away. It's simple. You download, create an account with your email and password. Only takes a few seconds. Once you're inside, you'll see a wall of games and offers. Pick one that you actually enjoy. You play through levels, and the cash lands straight into your free cash account. It's like turning your downtime into a side hustle without even noticing. You can spend a couple bucks in the game to hit the levels faster, which lets you unlock bigger offers and payouts. That's how some users end up earning hundreds, some even thousands, 500 or more each time on certain offers. But you don't have to spend anything. You can stick to the free levels and still cash out. The whole point is, instead of just sitting there scrolling, you're playing and you're earning cash at the same time. When it's time to cash out, you got options. PayPal, transfer to a gift card, whatever you please. So if you're curious, hit the link in the description, scan the code on the screen, download, sign up for free, start playing, earning cash in your spare time. When you use my link, you'll also get $10 bonus to kick things off. It's your boy BigHomie.cc. Go get that free cash, play some games, get some money.
What's up, this Cam Capone. If you want to hear these interviews with all the cuss words in it, all the stuff we had to take out because YouTube made
Dominate the battlefield and claw your way to the top.
I can't afford therapy. You can afford that matcha smoothie. Therapy is for rich people. No, it's like $15 a session.
Girl, you gotta get therapy.
With Rula, getting help is easier than talking yourself out of it.
You gotta understand what I've been through when I was getting clean.
At this point, most of the people watching this video have seen the EDP 445 documentary, and significantly, for the last couple of days, people have been focused on the 2 separate botched sting attempts that were made in an effort to catch EDP trying to hook up with a minor. Now, Gideon has been put under a lot of scrutiny. He's made a response video that did not go over well either, but there was also someone else involved in his sting that we don't really seem to be talking about, and that individual is Skeeter Gene, or as he calls himself, Skeet Hansen.
My name is Skeeter Gene, also known as Skeet Hansen. I am a professional Chris Hansen impersonator on YouTube.
Now, in the documentary, Skeeter Gene is referred to as the most popular or most successful predator catcher on YouTube. And I realized while I was on a live stream with the creator Cope and Seethe, shout out to them, that I had yet to even look up Skeeter Gene's YouTube. And so that's what I did. And I'm going to tell you right now that you are not going to be prepared for this in the exact same way that I wasn't. This is Skeeter Gene's YouTube. Obviously, you can see him there, posing up in his purple suit that he really likes, that kind of just makes him look like a magician. And right off the bat here, I just want to go over a few of the titles and thumbnails that you can see here. For example, playing a predator in Mortal Kombat 1, if he loses, I call the cops. But the one I specifically want to go over with you guys today here is this one in the center. Playing a predator in Mario Kart, if he loses, I call the cops. Now I'm going to show you guys the intro for this video as he words it himself, because it is very important that you understand how he's outlined this, what he implies in that, and how this video actually ends. But with all of that being said, let's get into Skeeter Gene's video here.
On one lonesome Saturday night, he showed up to our Sting house to play some Mario Kart. We all got together, had some laughs, and got down on some good old-fashioned split-screen gaming. It really was a good old time. Matt had a lot of fun, the decoys had a lot of fun, I personally had a blast, and most important of all, the police had a good old time when they arrived on scene. But, unfortunately, as we all know, all good things must come to an end.
First things first, it comes off that Skeeter writes his own intros and is also bad at writing the intros, or he is completely riffing it and maybe there is something funny in how bad it is. Maybe this is a fun bad thing that he's doing intentionally. I don't know. I'll leave that up to you guys. But the other thing, talking about how the cops have a good time when they show up, I just need to tell you guys right now that that is not true. He is lying. They didn't have a good time. As a matter of fact, they told him that it would be ideal if he were to close up shop instead of trying to catch any more predators.
If we get another one tonight, can you guys come do a report on that one as well, or?
I would recommend just closing down shop.
Okay.
That's what I would say. All right?
I gotcha.
All right.
Trying not to spoil too much of this video here, but kind of moving on, they start going into the prep work and they've got these decoys set up. And a very, real thing about this video is that they absolutely catch someone who you would consider a predator. And this predator, unfortunately for himself, looks just like Bubbles from Trailer Park Boys.
As you can see here, I mean, just look at those glasses. Like, look at this guy. Says he also says he hasn't been touched in 2 years, and I'm pretty sure you can see why. He's just got these like total like fishbowl glasses. this is. I can't even like keep a straight face looking at this.
Now I know I'm really picking at the smallest stuff here, but the iPad being smudged so badly and them just not throwing up a photo of the guy on screen is just crazy. I know this is kind of the pot calling the kettle black situation, being I don't do a whole ton of editing and stuff, but it just feels like for someone who's got 20x the sub count that I do, over 2 million, you would think that they would have put more into the production of the stuff, but at the same time they don't really need to, because the real reason that most people come to watch this is because they are catching a predator, and this is like a good thing, and they're also trying to make it entertaining. For example, challenging the guy in Mario Kart. Now they talk about some of the messages that this guy has sent, and they're just effectively showing that yes, this is a predator, and then they have the decoy set up and the guy comes in. This, I think, is maybe just biased because I'm not a fan of this type of content or predator catching in general, but the decoys start engaging with the individual, they start playing Mario Kart with him, and talking about some of the stuff that they had talked about, and they're doing like strip Mario Kart. And I think maybe just because I'm comparing this to Chris Hansen's To Catch a Predator, it feels really weird how much these girls are engaging with him. At the same time, I think that he would technically be doing a good job at getting more kind of like proof that this guy is chatting with these, you know, people that he believes to be minors in this type of way. Realistically, it probably isn't a problem, but it just kind of rubbed me the wrong way. But here is a few clips from that time when they're playing Mario Kart with him.
Oh, I thought it was cute, but not this cute. Yeah, I know. What? I think you are. Oh, I thought it was gonna be fish. Yeah, it's okay. Did you want to do it with Carly? Huh? Did you want to do it with Carly
what?
too? Like, what we're gonna do?
Serious?
Yeah.
Sure.
Really?
I've never had a three-way.
Yeah. Is it okay that like I'm...
Kaiser University has helped students pursue career advancement through career-focused programs, personalized support, and a learning experience designed around real life. At Kaiser University, you'll find an education built with your future in mind.
If you guys don't mind, that's fine.
I don't mind. I don't mind. Yeah. If I run, you have to take your shirt off.
I gotta take my shirt off?
Yeah.
If I win, then you gotta take your shirt off.
Okay. That.
So obviously you heard they got him, you know, dead to rights, saying that he's cool with these things. You know, he's playing strip Mario Kart with them. I had to cut out a lot of segments of them just kind of, you know, recording from this Paranormal Activity looking angle. And they're just kind of doing small talk. There's like some in-between bits where it's like him talking a bit, you know, sexually in nature, or her, you know, asking him questions to prompt him to do that. But then, of course, we jump into Skeeter Jean walking in.
Normally not something that like you role play with.
You just can't lose. I know.
What's going on, Daddy? You like to be called Daddy, don't you?
Me?
Yeah. You with your shirt off there? And the hot and ready pizza? Do you prefer Daddy or Matt?
Matt.
You prefer Matt? So you don't want me to call you Daddy? Okay. Well, Matt, could you just have a seat for me? Yeah, I just have a couple questions for you here. So, what's going on tonight?
See your identification, please. I don't have any.
You don't have it on you? Do you drive here without a license? Okay, well, I'll tell you what it is. It looks like, from what I have here, it looks like you're here to have sex with... Is that about? Does that sound about right? That's what you're here to do tonight?
Bags on the couch there.
What do we have there? What else is there?
Condoms.
Could you hold that up for me? Could I see the condoms? Okay, that's what you brought tonight. Do you want to just give that to Chet here?
So to start off, obviously you can see where his inspiration comes from. He is clearly trying to, LARP as Chris Hansen, doing his famous lines, although Chris Hansen in the documentary refers to Skeeter Gene as murdering his lines.
And you've got Skeeter, or Skeet, or whatever his name is, who's clowning around, taking my lines, I suppose, and murdering them with a guy in a cupcake outfit.
And you can see he's got this guy in this security getup, I guess to try to make him seem more formidable, but that's just a guy in a vest with a hat labeled security. Like, that is really all they're doing. And maybe, I guess that's to help them stay safe. But I really don't think that guy is capable of doing just about anything outside of a citizen's arrest, if even that. But as you can see, they've got him pretty much just admitting to everything, showing that he had brought condoms, that he had brought weed, that he was going to smoke or plan to with what he believed were minors. And obviously, it's not looking good. He's already seeing if the police are involved, but Skeeter needs a little more out of this before they bring in the cavalry, before they bring in the actual law enforcement that they have contacted. And so, of course, before they bring the police in, they end up playing a round of Mario Kart for what this predator believes is his freedom.
I'll tell you what. Now, you've done a terrible thing, but today could be your lucky day. You may have a chance to be let off the hook here. If you can manage to beat me in a game of Mario Kart, we could maybe let you go scot-free. Baby Peach's cart is kind of slow in this one. Some good old-fashioned drifting there.
Still think either way, I deserve to get.
You still, so even if you win, you think you still deserve to get. Okay, well, we'll get to that in a minute, man. Oh, damn it! Get that damn red shell. Oh, another one hit me? Are you kidding me? Oh, I'm right behind you, Matt. I'm right behind you. I'm trying to. I keep getting hit by red shells. Oh, Matt, you're good.
And then baby Mario.
Oh, damn, another baby. We got to keep those babies away from Matt. Oh, he might try something with them. Oh, I'm almost there. I'm so close to him. Oh, God, I thought we were going to have to let him go for a second there. My heart was racing. I mean, if that's all you have to say, then what I have to let you know here is that I'm Skeet Hansen with the Predatorial Investigation Unit. We're doing an online series about adults who are trying to meet up with for sex. And you've just been skeeted in 4K.
So as you can see there, a bit of a closer game than anticipated, but inevitably Skeet Hansen comes out on top, and he talks about they have this name. They're part of a predatory behavior unit or something along those lines, which makes them sound more official. Makes them sound like they're, some real people doing this series, almost like, again, Chris Hansen. Now, again, I think it is in the eye of the viewer, and obviously this stuff is entertaining. Otherwise, he wouldn't have 2 million subs. He wouldn't be, broaching 500,000 views guaranteed a video if it wasn't entertaining to a large group of people. Now, there's this
Heavy Metal Heroes.
Today, we're making the GPT 5.6 series of models generally available. Across the family, GPT 5.6 delivers more intelligence per token and is better at staying on track, even with ambiguous prompts. Let's take a look at what it can do. I used GPT 5.6 in Codex to build a brand new card game from a short, intentionally open-ended prompt, something I'd actually want to play. The model designed the core game mechanics, generated the artwork, and shipped a working first version. But I had an idea for an even better version, so I asked it to keep going. Add levels, enhance the game mechanics, customize the artwork, and create a soundtrack. I love how thorough the model is. I didn't have to worry about designing every screen, defining every interaction, or managing a stack of tickets. What I found really cool with GPT 5.6 is programmatic tool calling. When building the game, the model was able to call tools from a sandbox and avoid a lot of back and forth between the tool output and the context window. This saved me a ton of time and tokens. Another thing that makes the model so persistent are new reasoning levels above extra high that give GPT 5.6 even more thinking power. If you're using the modeling codex, GPT 5.6 is better at delegating work to subagents. Previous models could have access to that capability, but GPT 5.6 is trained to decide for itself when delegation is useful. With our game, the model uses subagents to break the work up and finish it in parallel, like art and sound design. If you're using GPT 5.6 in the API, we have a flagship model for ambitious agentic work, a more balanced model, and our fast, affordable model for everyday tasks. This game is just one of many projects I've built with GPT 5.6, and I can't wait to see what you make. Happy building.
What does the $7 big deal meal get you at Sonic? The real question is, what doesn't it get you? Enjoy a full meal plus premium chicken bites for just $7. It's the $7 Sonic Big Deal Meal.
Now there's this moment afterwards where they're chatting that I want to show you guys, where he's kind of chatting with him about how hopefully they can get this individual help. Where Skeeter here is suggesting that while in prison, there may be, systems or programs set up to help this individual, stop being a predator and whatnot. It really sounds like this guy is for sure going to prison. It just really sounds like this guy is going to go to prison at the end of this video.
But, I'm sure within prison they'll be able to get you some kind of help in there. I mean, do you see a therapist? I mean, maybe you should go back. Seems like you have a major problem here. Well, there's programs you can get into that, will help you pay for that and get you the help you need. That's what we want to do for you. Well, when the police arrive, they'll definitely be able to point you in the right direction for that. Get you in contact with someone.
Now again, this just kind of makes it sound like they've got a procedure for this, that there is a setup for them, but at the same time, Skeeter Gene just like, there's programs, I'm sure, and he's right, but you don't really have to know much about what happens in prison here, and I don't really think that's Skeeter's priority here. He's just doing this for the entertainment. And it really seems like, based off of kind of how this was shot, and then in tandem with what the local law enforcement that does show up ends up saying to Skeeter, that they called them during this sting, or around towards the end of it, so people could show up and do this. And again, that's going to make sense, because shocker, absolute surprise here, they take him away, and then they tell Skeeter straight up that this guy is definitely not going to prison.
I think it'll be up to these gentlemen here.
So what's going on tonight? Trying to come here and have sex with. Was that your intention to come here and do that? It was, and I shouldn't have. I knew I shouldn't have. And I don't know why. I decided to follow through with it.
You guys have it. Is this like a business, or is it just you guys do it on your own time?
Yeah, it's a business.
Okay. What's the name of the?
Predatorial Investigation Unit.
Do you guys have like hard copies of all the texts and stuff with you?
So we don't have them hard, but I can send them to you. If you give me an email, I can send them all to you. And I have them on the iPad here. You can go through them and take pictures of them if you want.
This is my first time coming to
I got you.
I'm pretty unfamiliar with.
We're going to take a report on what happened here.
Okay.
But our prosecutor will not issue any sort of warrants on any of these because they're not run by the police department.
Okay.
I understand what you're doing.
Yeah.
But it's not going to, at least in Kent County, it's not going to go anywhere. I can tell you that.
Okay.
Well, actually, we're still going to report just to document it, but it's not going to go anywhere.
I got you.
Just a heads up.
Okay.
So, I just wanted you to be aware of that. So, like I said, we're still going to do the report on it, but
yeah, I hear you.
Just going to document it. So,
I got you.
all right.
Okay. If we get another one tonight, can you guys come do a report on that one as well, or?
I would recommend just closing down shop.
Okay.
I appreciate that Skeeter decided to keep this in the video. Now I feel like, and I'm going to show you a few more clips following after this, the reason that I think he keeps these segments in is because they think it's ridiculous that this police department isn't going to prosecute on him bringing, marijuana, or him wanting to do this and them having proof and him talking to them, knowing their age, things like that. I think, and maybe he's right, that the viewers watching this are going to side with Skeeter Gene and his team, because how could you not prosecute this? But, just taking a moment, is this not fucking insane? Like, is this not just absolutely crazy that they went through all this, clearly did not work with Kent County at all throughout any of this, didn't give them any information about this, and just did it on their own volition, and now they're just blown away. They're aghast at the idea that Kent County isn't going to prosecute it. Like, yeah, you're not local law enforcement. They have no reason to trust you. They have no idea how by the book this is even possibly done. And realistically, any lawyer worth their salt is probably going to find a way to get this guy out of it. So why would you waste the prosecution's time? They have no idea if they can trust anything that you've done. And there is almost a guarantee that you have fucked up in some type of way that is going to guarantee this guy walks free anyway. For example, doing it without contacting the authorities. You have now guaranteed that this guy will walk out scot-free, outside of if the people that are around him in his life end up finding out about this video. But now here's them chatting with the police officer who mentioned earlier that they hadn't really done they've never shown up to something like this, explaining to them further in depth why they are not going to prosecute this guy, why they aren't like taking it further.
All right.
How you have a charge of drugs and condoms?
Said because we're not police. So it is solely because we're not law enforcement and law enforcement isn't involved?
Yeah, that's
okay.
One of the detectives sent us an email last year, and that's pretty much what they've said.
Okay.
The prosecutor is just reluctant to even look at it without law enforcement's involvement. So.
Yeah, that's interesting. But what about the aside from like the predator stuff? What about the whole like him trying to distribute to? I mean, she's not even old enough to buy. So how does that? Is that not a thing either? You know what I mean?
That gets wishy-washy.
Okay.
In the city, we've got like misdemeanor charges for city ordinance violations.
Okay.
That would be the extent of it.
So you're saying you guys aren't going to do anything with this because we're not cops and we didn't involve police with any of this? Yes.
All right, soldier. Mark a drop point for your spot. Go get after it. Dominate the battlefield and claw your way down.
If you've searched for a home in the last 25 years, you've seen it. Right below the price tag, the school ratings. Because for parents, a home isn't just about real estate. It's about what schools their kids will go to. And according to John, everything is becoming more complex.
The education landscape is changing. For a long time, your zip code, where you live, determined the options you had available. But today is more than neighborhood public schools. We're seeing the explosion of new opportunities with charter schools and micro schools in different landscapes in different places across the country.
This is John Dean, the CEO of a nonprofit that provides data to over 50 million parents every year. And nearly everyone has the same tricky question.
What makes a great school? For a long time, we used academic outcomes and ratings, and we would tell you this is where things are. But what we've always wanted to tell people, what great means is going to be different for individuals. What's great for you and what's great for me may be different.
This epiphany led to John's next big idea, something beyond rating the neighborhood schools. And if it works, it could redefine the way parents everywhere navigate education for their kids.
How do we allow parents to change their question from, what's the school nearby me, to what's the best fit for my child?
This is Stand Together Presents. Stories, ideas, and advice from changemakers tackling our biggest challenges.
John is also a parent, and so he has some experience on this subject.
Now, this is just for you. I've got an 8th grader. We're trying to let him make a decision for high school. It's exhausting. Parents are the biggest advocates for their children. There is no one who knows their child more and wants what's best for their child than their parent.
According to John, here's what parents are facing now. John's platform, greatschools.org, was built around proximity. For example, where a person lives often means their kids will be assigned to a public school based on lines drawn up by the city. And John's nonprofit provides a rating for each of those neighborhood schools based on data from state departments and the federal government. It gives a score based on how the school performs against the state's average in metrics like student progress and test scores. And much, much more. But for John, it felt like there was something still missing. And so he's radically shifting Great School's approach.
What we're evolving to is a place where, in that process of searching for schools, a parent will know the options that they get back from us are the ones that match the unique needs of their students.
But with over 25 years of helping parents and 40 million visitors looking at ratings every year, how do you create an experience that meets everyone's unique needs?
In this moment, we really see an opportunity to evolve from being a place where parents find schools and compare ratings to an infrastructure to help parents find what's possible. Let me give you a real-world example of what we're talking about. Just this week, in a Facebook group, a parent wrote, "I have a 6-year-old who's brilliant."
Fucking course. Like, I don't understand what they were expecting. Like, I guess maybe this is worked out to their benefit, you know, in different counties, which again, that is fully up to their discretion and their ability to do so. And that doesn't even mean that they're able to successfully get the prosecution. It just means that they give it the try. Keep in mind, one of the most notable numbers that I've seen across everything brought up about Skeeter Gene throughout all of this is that his ratio for a time was 3 people out of the 50 that he had exposed had ever been actually convicted. Now, jumping back to Skeeter Gene chatting with that police officer, he had mentioned that it was like, oh, but could you not at least get him on trying to distribute what looks to be this drug to what he thought was a minor? And again, now the cop says this does get wishy-washy, and of course it does. Again, you are not working with law enforcement, so you using a decoy here, as he's saying, is probably going to make this a bit wishy-washy. Maybe he thought that's what he was doing, but inevitably, it isn't what he was doing because you weren't using underage decoys. I don't really know how far this really goes, because in my head I'm thinking, well, even if you think that you have murdered someone, if you don't actually end up murdering someone and that was kind of like something that was orchestrated, like people set you up that if you wanted to, you know, I don't know, tried to off somebody and you believed you did, and they're like, look, officers, he wanted to kill this person, except they weren't really ever in danger. They weren't in harm's way. They were a decoy. It wasn't even a person or something along those lines. Like, can you prosecute that if no crime was actually committed? It becomes like a thought crime, I guess. But then again, there's the other side of this of like, I'm pretty sure it is criminal to, you know, plot against, for example, like if you were planning to take out a president, for instance. But again, I'm not a lawyer, I'm not a cop, I don't really know if there's anyone that has a bit of insight on this. I'd be curious to hear your thoughts. But then, of course, I gotta show you guys how he outros this video.
He really was a character, wasn't he? What he came to do tonight was truly diabolical. I mean, distributing to a cupcake and bringing the condoms is just nasty work. It's really a shame that the police weren't able to do anything really with Matt on this night. If you ask me, I think they need to change their laws. But regardless, even if nothing ultimately ends up happening to Matt on the legal side of things, I really just hope that he can learn a valuable lesson from this instance and seek some help, because he doesn't seem right in the head. But we all know that there are many other predators out there, just like Matt, and if they happen to fall into our investigation, they will be discovered.
I'll fly it. Heavy metal hero.
And they will ultimately get skeeted.
It really is a shame that the cops there couldn't do anything because of what you did. If I were to do content like this, I don't know how I wouldn't feel immense guilt for running into a situation where I exposed someone who clearly had the chutzpah to do something as horrific as try to hook up with multiple minors in this example, and to have them so dead to rights, but I never involved local law enforcement, and I guarantee that that individual is going to walk off scot-free. I don't know how I'd live with myself after that, let alone wake up the next morning excited to make another one of these. And at the
Enemy dropping
bitch ass nigga.
Now we're getting warmed up. Ruck up. You're headed to the war zone. Deployment to the war zone has been authorized. Heavy metal heroes. Team leader, set a drop point for your squad, soldier. Dominate the battlefield and claw your way to the top.
Bitch ass nigga.
One step at a time.
Enemy marked.
Bring on the flag.
Bitch ass nigga.
Go make some noise over there. Changing man. Area clear. Secure the supplies. Cradle bomb incoming. Expect the enemy to bring the rain.
I'll fly it.
Cradle bomb has been detonated in the war zone. Smells like metal. Go check it out. Careful! You got a powerhouse. You're targeted by a nearby enemy squad. Stay sharp. Switching mags! I give.
Only one mag. One last mag.
Power fading.
Reloading. Oh shit.
Another squad eliminated your target.
Is it just me left on my team?
Back on mission.
You're losing ground. Move it.
Waypoint set.
Hostile site bombardment incoming.